Hello, hello, the doc is in, and welcome back. We're doing another chapter of Tokyo Revengers, chapter 249, Good Chemistry. Coming off the last chapter, basically we have a lot of, we get a couple more matchups confirmed, and we get mostly Hakai and Mitsuya going against Rand and Rindo. We got a lot of that going back and forth, and we end the chapter with Mitsuya and Hakai basically being like, now that we've defeated the fodder, it's us versus you now. So let's get it popping. And with that being said, let's just hop right into the chapter. So, start off, and basically, Mitsuya continues to talk shit, whatnot. He's like, hey, me and Hakai, we're better than these siblings at teamwork, you know how it goes. And Hakai's like, Mitsuya, I got a plan, alright? Follow me here. When I was getting my ass whooped with Angry during the Kanto fight, right? No. Tenjuku fight, there we go. During the Tenjuku fight against Ran Rindo, I came up with a good idea on how to beat them. So I'm gonna need you to follow me here. Just follow my lead. And so he blitzes Ran and Rindo, and I forget which one's which, but the one with the blonde hair, not with the blonde ponytails, but just the blonde, whatever the lighter color hair, because manga colors, whatever. But point is, he just grabs one of them and he just leaves with them. He literally just like, you know what, I'm gonna be taking this guy, and leaves. And so now that they're separated, it's now 1v1s. And so Mitsuya is just like, I mean, interesting idea, I suppose, but might as well follow a plan. And so he really goes after, again, I can't remember, I want to say this is Ran. I want to say the one with the ponytails is Ran. But point is, he goes for the other one that wasn't taken by Akai, and he hits him with a solid gut punch. Ooh, panel chef's kiss. Puts, let's call him Ran. We're just going to call him Ran. He puts Ran down, and he's just like, damn, this is easy. And so basically, it is Ran. I swear I know how to read. I swear. I promise I read these chapters and I understand what's going on. I swear. But yes, so the one with the ponytails is Ran, so Hakai took Rindo. And so basically Mitsuya, after hitting him with the gut punch, is basically like, this is a 1v1, stand up, we fighting right here, right now, bitch. And so from there we cut away, we get to Chifuyu versus, I believe his name is Mochi, and basically they're both looking pretty beat up, but Mochi's basically complaining like, bro, I'm bigger than you. Why am I struggling against a pipsqueak? And Chifuyu's like, the reasons that I can't lose are 100 times bigger than you, and absolutely slams this man with a haymaker into the ground. Basically, that guy's dead. Well, not dead, but he's out the fight. All right, we got an amazing panel once again. This whole chapter is full of great panels. I'll be putting all of them up. But knocks this man out. He's done. Then we cut back to the fight between with Mitsuya and Hakai, and they both knock out their people. Mitsuya with a kick to the chest. I know that shit hurt. And Hakai with a swing straight to the face on Rindo. And that pretty much confirms those two fights for the most part. I mean, they had already been fighting for a while, so it would be weird if they were still going. So we cut back to the main area, since Hakai and Mitsuya are like off to the side. And so basically it's confirmed Chifuyu is taking down Mochi, and everybody's like, ooh, it's cool. Well, everybody says, ooh, it's cool from Toman. Everybody from Coleman's like, god damn it. And then of course, as I just said, Rindo and Ran are basically down and out. Mitsuya is kind of like still trying to see if Ran wants to keep going, but Ran's basically like, dude, you got it. I'm gonna just stay right here. No worries. And Mitsuya compliments him on the fight, and that's that. And we cut back to the main area, and once again we get another announcement. Hakai and Mitsuya have won their fights and defeated the Haitani Brothers. Everybody's like, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing ever. If you're from Toman, of course. If you're from Coleman, you're literally losing your mind. And so we get I suppose it was the Kasawari Brothers, but we'll just say Angry and Smiley. Angry and Smiley are basically the ones commentating on the situation, and Angry's basically like, hey, we got the advantage, right? And Smiley's like, true, but we can't let our guard down, because these are our best fighters, right? So if any of them go down, we're immediately at a huge disadvantage, versus them, they have like not only the numbers game, but you know, they have good fighters as well. So everybody has to stay at their peak and continue throwing hands till the job is done. And as they're saying, as Smiley's saying this to Angry, we see more of the interaction between Takemichi and Kukucho. And basically Kukucho's like, you getting tired? And Takemichi's like, never could be. And then we see an interaction between Sanzu and Senju, and basically, apparently, Senju's taking the L at the moment. Sanzu's looking mad clean. He's basically like, hey, you know, you forget who raised you when you were younger? I know all your moves, alright? This is easy. And, you know, Senju looks like she's going through a tough time right now, but we don't really get any words from her or like how this fight's going to continue to progress. We'll see, I guess, in the following chapters. We cut to now Shihoen and Akon, and basically, once again, Shihoen's like, "Oh, you must be a fodder character, blah blah blah. You're a fodder. Does he not understand? Does he not understand?" But anyway, Akon basically goes on a little speech. He's basically like, you know, back in the day, I used to be pussy. Would pull out a knife. Man, I might have ran away. But because I'm fighting next to my boy, alright, Captain of Toman Generation 2, I can't go back to my cowardly ways. And he has this nice, get this, nice looking panel. Alright, that right there, love that. Once again, another chef's kiss here. And that concludes the chapter. In all honesty, nothing super crazy happens in this chapter. It's all pretty, I wouldn't say formulaic, but it's pretty straightforward. It's like, you know, just fight to fight to fight, people go down, people stay up, we get more progression on what's going on with certain fights, and there we go. I assume the next chapter we're probably just going to get Akron versus Shihoen, probably going to have that fight concluded. Maybe we might touch upon, we'll probably see more of Inupi versus Wakasa probably. We need a fight for Benkei, I believe. We don't have a fight for Hanma at all. I don't even think we've seen Hanma pretty much at all this whole war. Since the war started, I don't think we've seen him, which is interesting. And we might get more progression on Takemichi versus Kikucho. I mean, there's a lot of fights going on at the moment. So we'll probably get a lot of the other ones we haven't really seen too much. We'll probably get those in the next chapter. And that more or less covers this chapter. Not too much to theorize on. I think it was a relatively straightforward chapter. Good, great art, but not too much to discuss. So, with that being said, leave a like if you like, leave a dislike if you dislike, comment if you have thoughts. Maybe you have something nice to say, maybe you have thoughts on what might happen in the following chapters, maybe you have a theory about what's going on with Hanma. I love to hear theories. And if you're feeling really generous to the channel, you know, feeling indebted to me, you know, I helped you out, I gave you a prescription, your daily dose of content, maybe you feel like donating to my fundraiser, I'd love if you drop a subscription, you know, whatever. But with that being said, thank you again for watching the video, and the doc is out. Peace.